What's up everyone, my name is Josh and this is Josh on Box and welcome back to another episode. And today we're just going to cut to the chase. I want to talk about 2020-21 NBA Hoops. It finally released. It released today and this is the day that I'm recording this video. We've been starving for a product for so long and finally we get the first one in NBA Hoops. Now the hype is real on this one. People are excited for rookies like Lamelo Ball, James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards in their first cards in their actual team uniforms, and rightfully so. And you can see with the prices of the Hoops boxes, Panini was selling them for $350, and I think various other websites were selling them for $350, and pretty much all sold out. Secondhand market, I'm not sure. I haven't really checked the prices on eBay to see what prices people are selling these boxes at. But it's crazy though to think that a product such as Hoops, which is a low tier set, a low end set, retail set, going for $350 for a box. And that's just the world we live in today. With as much attention and hype and demand as there is in basketball, you're going to be expected to pay these prices for lower tier sets. And that's just the norm now. It doesn't really surprise me anymore. At first, it was initial shock, but then I've just come to accept the fact that these cards are going to be these prices. The boxes will be these prices. Good luck going to Target or Walmart trying to find a retail product, because most likely they've already been picked clean by people who are waiting in line and camping out to get them. But this is not about the prices of the boxes. This is more in line about just wanting to take a look at what the recent sales have been for the single cards, in particular those rookies, Lamelo, Anthony Edwards, and as well as James Wiseman. And I also wanted to do a comparison to the prices of what Zion, Ja, and Luka are selling at right now. So we're gonna go ahead and share the screen and we're gonna take a look at the eBay sales and see what Lamelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, and James Wiseman are selling at. All right, so here is the eBay sold listings for Lamelo Ball. We can see here right off the bat, $114 best offer accepted. We see one here for $125, $99. Best offer of $122, got $75 here, $120 here. Best offer $125, another best offer, $120. So you can see here, Lamelo Ball cards have been on fire lately. We got some lower than 100, but for the most part, it seems that these cards are selling at around $100 to $125. Just looking at the base cards, you can see that it's been hovering around the $100 mark. Maybe even up to $125. Checking out James Wiseman, we see here $30. $30 seems to be the going rate, around $25 here. We got 40 best offers, $29.99, $29.99, $25. As we went down earlier in the day, I think we saw more sales at around the $40 mark, but it kind of has died down a little bit and has settled in around $25 to $30. Here is Anthony Edwards. We're gonna look at his stuff here. $35 here, $20, $30, $27.99, $35. So I would probably say around $25 to $30 for Anthony Edwards also. Maybe if you're lucky, even less than that, but it seems like the going rate is around that much. In comparison's sake, I wanted to check out Zion Williamson cards as well, his base cards. $27.50 here. We got $23, $15.50. So you could probably get a base Zion Williamson for around the same price as a Wiseman, or even less than that, or maybe even around Anthony Edwards. John Morant, you can get PSA 10s for the price of Lamelo Ball cards, but raw cards we're seeing here, $850. Let's see what else here, $26, $14.99 best offer. That's a winter version, $12.50, $15.50. And we wanted to just, take a look at Luka Doncic as well. Here's a $81 sale, $80 sale. Got some 45, but I think there's something wrong with this, 73.80. So you can still get Luka Doncic NBA Hoops cards for less than Lamelo Ball. So it's interesting to see what Lamelo Ball prices are going for. Usually this has come to be expected whenever a new release comes out. There's usually an increased hype and an increased demand when a new release comes out. Just go back and look at what Mosaic was selling for football when it first came out. There was a lot of hype on that. A lot of cards were going for a crazy amount of money. And like I said, this usually happens when a product first comes out and eventually it tends to kind of dip afterwards. And when we did the comparison of Zion and Luka and Ja, it's not apples to apples. It's kind of like apples to oranges. One, because it's way beyond its release point, right? And two, most likely those cards of Zion, Ja, and Luka have been picked. And you probably would be hard-pressed to find a PSA 10 condition out of those cards. As for Lamelo Ball, James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards cards, there's a higher chance of getting a PSA 10 because these are all pack fresh, whether it's through breakers, people who are opening their own packs and just selling their own cards. You have a higher chance of getting a PSA 10 out of these cards. And I think that's part of the reason also as to why the cards are going for as high as they are. It's already priced in, I feel, along with the hype and the demand. This makes us want to ask, if LaMelo Ball NBA Hoops cards are going for $100, what will his Prism cards go for? What will his Donruss cards go for? And I get it, $120 relative to the box, the cost of the box, which was like around $350. You kind of want to find that value, right? But what about Donruss? Donruss, last I heard or last I saw, was selling at $1,200 a box. If that's selling at $1,200 a box, what will LaMelo's rated rookies go for when those come out? And then what are the prices of Prism going to be, and what will his cards go for there? If you want to weather the storm and wait to pick up LaMelo Balls, you can, and we probably could wait until like Donruss or Prism comes out. But the longer you wait, there's a chance that you may not be able to pull the PSA 10s and purchase them, because most likely they're all going to be submitted off to PSA, or a majority of them will, the ones that haven't been picked clean. But this is all people capitalizing on hype and FOMO as these new products come out, because we've been starving with new products. A lot of people's demands will shift to this. And a lot of times when we think about the shift in demand, there's usually a catalyst. And like I was saying with the vintage cards, the catalyst were those 3 top sales. Here, with new products coming out, this may be a catalyst for people to shift their demands back to modern, because these new cards are coming out and people are going to want to buy in, especially people who put in their money onto vintage and don't have the capital to buy into LaMelo Ball or any of these other cards. They're going to look to offload some of their cards right now that they bought that made a good profit, and then jump into this. But that's just speculation on my part. I have other thoughts on that, and I could dive deeper in with that. But the discussion for today is mainly about NBA hoops and how crazy just the first day of it has been. So I hope you found some value in this. If you did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. I like doing these videos every day. I like having these discussions. I love talking about particular cards, particular plays. I love talking about news in the hobby, and news in sports and how it impacts the hobby. So with that being said, my name is Josh, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.